Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to crochet these super cute baby shoes. They're really quick to make, suitable for beginners, and just perfect for autumn and winter. You'll basically need a crochet hook for that. I'm using size 4.5, a pair of scissors to cut off, a needle to sew in. And I'm using the Starkwalla yarn here. It works really well for crocheting in the two colors because I think they go nicely together, especially as a gift. So I'm now making more or less unisex booties. They're really great for that and always a hit. I start with the sole, which for me turns yellow. For that, you take the yarn, make a loop first, so you insert the needle, pull the yarn to the front, go through, here in between. Take the yarn on your index finger, pull it out, pull, and you have your loop here. This is the start, then we crochet 9 chain stitches. That means we take the yarn, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and the 9th chain stitch. It looks like this. Next, we insert the hook into the 3rd chain stitch. We don't count the loop that's on the hook. We insert the 1st, 2nd, 3rd. For this, we yarn over, go into the 3rd, and crochet a double crochet into the 3rd stitch. Now we have 3 on the needle. That means we go through the first 2, pick up another yarn over, and go through the next 2, the first double crochet. We'll repeat that once more in the 3rd stitch, so that in the end we have 2 double crochets in the 3rd stitch. Yarn over through the first 2 through, yarn over through the other 2. Next, into the next 5 stitches we'll crochet 1 double crochet in each. That's called a yarn over, into the stitch, pick up the yarn, first 2, 2 and the first. Second, bring yarn forward, third, fourth, Randy C. Into the last stitch. Let's crochet 6 more double crochets, really 6 double crochets into 1 stitch. First double crochet, second double crochet, third double crochet. Fourth double crochet, fifth double crochet, sixth stitch, tighten a bit here. Then, on the way back, we crochet 5 double crochets again. Here's the first stitch. It's tight. Stitch, yarn over, second double crochet, the third double crochet, the we insert the fourth double crochet here, the we still have the third double crochet here. We crochet the last stitch again with 3 double crochets. Where are you here then? Double crochet 1, two double crochets. We're closing our first round with a slip stitch into this chain stitch here. So stick the needle in, pick up the yarn and then just pull it through. In the next round, we make 2 chain stitches. 2 chain stitches and into the same stitch. Right here, a half double crochet. A half double crochet goes like this. We yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up the yarn, get another yarn over, and this time pull through all 3 stitches. Then we have our first half double crochet. For the next 2 stitches, we'll make 2 half double crochets in each. So yarn over again, insert into the stitch, and pull up a loop, pull through all 3, and again into the same stitch, pick up the yarn over and through all 3 stitches. Here we now pick up in the second stitch again, yarn over in, through all 3, yarn over into the same one again, and through all 3. We crochet 1 half double crochet into each of the next 5 stitches. One, 2, 5. Stitch. So finished. All 3 done. Into the next 6 stitches, basically around the courses, we work 2 half double crochets into each stitch. So 12 half double crochets. First, 2, second stitch. Second stitch, 2, third stitch, 1. Third stitch, 2, fourth stitch, first half double crochet, the second half double crochet, the fifth stitch, first half double crochet, second half double crochet into the same stitch. Repeat in the 6th stitch first. Second half double crochet. Now we've basically crocheted around the curve here. Work 1/2 double crochet in each of the next 5 stitches again. The yarn over stitch. 1, 2, 3. 4 double crochets. The next 3 stitches, so here again a little around the curve, again make 2 half double crochets per stitch. 6 half stitches. First half double crochet and second half double crochet, the second stitch. First half double crochet, second half double crochet. Third stitch, first half double crochet, well a bit tight, first half double crochet, second half double crochet. Our second round is already over. Make a slip stitch into the next stitch again, insert, pull the yarn through, that I'm wrong though. Back to this second chain stitch, our slip stitch. So, we're now finishing off our sole already. That means the third round is really simple. We chain 2 again and then make 1 half double crochet in each stitch, but only into the back loop. So we see here, we see the front and that is the back loop. Normally we insert from below, this round, so our little shoe turns up a bit, giving a pretty sole. We always insert into the back loop, that's the one there. Let's half DC. Otherwise, as usual, the back loop. It's a bit tight here for me. It runs throughout the whole piece. So, we're going through a half double crochet again, then not through both stitches, but through the back loop. So, these ones here. Bring the yarn over again and go through the back loop here. We'll keep doing that now until we've gone all the way around once. So, once you've crocheted a few stitches, it gets noticeably easier because the work already kind of turns back. But you'll notice the little booty crochets up really fast, still very easy. It's not going to get much harder now. Let's see how it goes up there then, our little shoe. Crochet on a bit more, and then we'll see each other again when you're back around here. You can see it. I have to say, the yarn is really super soft and Oki Co-Tex certified, so it's really suitable for babies. I also think they keep you really warm. Booties like that are especially nice in winter or in the fall. Always a lovely gift and super quick to make. Get calves. We're already finished. Now we insert here at the top to crochet our slip stitch. As you can see now, we have kind of a little boat. That's then, on the finished piece, basically our edge. Then you see this color combo. I'll change it too if you want. So you can just use the same color or use a multicolored yarn. There really are no limits to creativity. I'm changing the color. That means I'm cutting the yarn now. I'll just prop it up a bit. There's a little bit of room to sew it up. Sew the yarn on for me and just pull it through this stitch here. I'd also recommend you sew the tail in down here now, because after that you'll have relatively little room in the bootie. I'll do that quickly now, and in the second video I'll show you how to finish the bootie. So I pull it in here. I always do it on the side you won't see anymore. And here, just go through the work a few times so that it holds nicely. I was fairly far forward here, but you can now pull this together nicely, so the bootie looks nice from underneath too. I'll do 6 or 7 so it holds. And then I just cut the yarn off. Just put the same in here, as you can see in here. Just weave in a few times, so the thing holds well. Sole's done. So we've now reached our 4th round. That means I'm changing the color now. Right where we just left off, we insert the needle into the stitch here, pick up the new color and pull it through. We've already got our first stitch too. Leave a bit of yarn so we can still sew it in neatly later. Good. We'll start again with 2 chain stitches, then crochet 1/2 double crochet into each stitch for 8 stitches. As before, take a yarn over, pierce, and pull through all 3 loops. 2, 3. Here, go ahead and pull the yarn a little tighter at the back. That was the first, second half double crochet, fourth half double crochet. Fourth, fifth, pick up the yarn. Seventh half double crochet. Like this. Next we'll crochet 2 double crochets together 8 times. You can do this too. It's really easy. We grab the yarn like always. Our yarn over, go through the stitch, go as usual with the regular double crochet through the first 2 stitches. We go through, then we still have 2 on the needle. Then we pick up the yarn over again, go into the next stitch, pick up the yarn, go again only through 2, yarn over, and through 3. And just like that, you've crocheted 2 double crochet stitches together. That was the first of 8 times. Now comes the second yarn over, the first stitch out through the first 2 stitches. Then we've got 2 on the needle again. We make the yarn over again, go into the next stitch again, pick up, go through 2, like with the regular double crochet, and then through 3. We've now crocheted the second of 8 stitches together. Now comes number 3, yarn over in, through the first 2, then immediately another yarn over, into the next stitch, pull the yarn through, again through 2 and through 3. That was our third time. Now comes the fourth time. So, not crocheted 1 too far, that doesn't matter. Quickly undo again. Pick up the yarn over, through the stitch, first 2, then the next stitch. Pull through the second yarn over again, and through the third, that was the fourth. Now comes the fifth, pull the whole thing, 2. Yarn over, the next one, through 2, 3, the sixth. The next 2, yarn over, the 3, the 7, yarn over, pick up stitch first. New yarn over, next stitch through 2 and 3. And then comes our 8th final round where we crochet together. Round 2. Kind of together at the front a bit, so we get a nice shape. Next, to finish the round, we'll crochet 9 stitches, 1/2 double crochet in each. So like before, double crochet, yarn over through the stitch, and through 3, 7. Stitch is still in here. That's a tight one again. To close the round, let's take the second chain stitch. So not this one here, but this one here. Go through once and crochet a slip stitch. Before we go into the fifth round, I'd recommend you quickly sew this tail in here, then we'll see it again. Our fifth round goes the same way. We chain 2 again, and now crochet 1/2 double crochet into each of the next 8 stitches. Yarn over, find the stitch, seven, and 8. Now we're crocheting 2 double crochets together again, but this time only 4 times. That's called a yarn over again. The first stitch, pull the yarn through the first 2. The next stitch, pull the yarn through the first 2 and through 3. That's one of 4. Repeat 3 more times. Next, we finish the row with 9 stitches at a half double crochet. Seven. We'll finish our 5th row again with a slip stitch into the second chain stitch. So, not this one here, but the one in there. As always, our 6th row starts with 2 chain stitches. After that, we crochet 8 stitches each with 1/2 double crochet per stitch. Four, 5, 6, 7, Now we'll crochet 2 double crochets together twice. It goes, by now to the next second time. Increase all 3. We finish the 6th round with 9 stitches, each again a half double crochet, as in the previous rounds. Six, 7, Like the previous rows, we finish the round again with a slip stitch into the second chain stitch. 1, 2, slip stitch. So the 7th round is really simple. We're going to crochet a half double crochet into each stitch. So just once all the way around as our boot gets a little taller. Before that, 2 chain stitches again. 1, 2, and now always 1/2 double crochet. Once you've finished the 7th row with the half double crochet, we'll see each other again. So, here we are again. After the 7th round, our little shoe looks like this now, and it's already really cute, I think. For the 8th round, we're going to do this pattern now, this one here. For beginners, if it's too hard for you, you can simply do the 8th to 10th round, which is now always the same with just half double crochets, like we just did crochet. That's just as nice. It's just that I really like this pattern. Let's go back a bit. Okay. We begin our round again with 2 chain stitches, and now we insert into the 3rd stitch from the back and crochet half double crochets all the way around. I mean the 3rd stitch here. These are our regular stitches. That's basically the 1st, the 2nd, and then we have to go inward. Here and down there, that's the 3rd stitch. The first one is really the hardest to find, because then the work eventually turns in the right direction. So like I said, that's our 1st, 2nd. We turn it inward, then insert here into the 3rd stitch, and crochet a half double crochet as usual. So, yarn over into the 3rd stitch. Like I said, the first one is a bit trickier, and crochet a half double crochet. It gets easier on the 2nd one. 1, turn it again. Here we see how we normally crochet our stitch, the first, the second, and turn the work to the back into the third stitch here. Yarn over, third stitch, a half double crochet. From now on, I think you can see it better and better. Here are the first two, and then there's already the third stitch. Take our needle and insert it here into the third stitch. Double crochet back into third stitch. Turn inward, and here is our third stitch. You can already see how this pattern is forming here. I find it quite nice. Like I said, the first stitch is really the hardest to find because it sort of flips back a bit. So, try it calmly, beginners too. If it doesn't work on the first few tries, before you get really annoyed, just always knit half double crochets. It's the same. Then we go in there, the third stitch, and so on. Do that now for 3 rounds, so the 8th, 9th, and 10th round. Then we'll see each other again. So, I'm now on the 10th round. Then our little booty is actually already done. Third here. Our round again with a slip stitch into the second chain stitch. And then we've really reached the last round. Let's make just one more chain stitch and then work 1 round of only single crochet stitches. Our little pupil is already totally cute. That'll of course still be tidied up a bit, and I really like the pattern too. And like I said, once you find the first stitch, it's not so hard anymore. On the last round, we're just doing single crochets. That means we don't do a yarn over, we go straight into our stitch again like always, so not to the back. The third, go through and pull the yarn through both stitches. Again, no yarn over, just insert, pull through and out and so on. Third single crochet, and as you can see it goes really fast, so you actually have them, especially if you have a bit of practice, you need for one maybe 20 minutes, that means. In 40 minutes, you've really crocheted both, it goes really fast, and I think it's super cute. And the yarn is totally soft and warm, and the size is now kind of for babies from 0 to yes. About 6 months is, for them themselves, a bit right now, really super practical for the autumn and winter. Make one last chain stitch, cut the yarn, and our shoe is ready. As you can see, super quick and easy. Quickly weave in the yarn end and you're done.